Well, good morning. Thanks for joining me online. Have so much to share with you today, and certainly we are living in a time that we need a lot of hope and some direction with how things are going. And so, starting a new series as we actually finish out the Gospel of John, and the series is called "Deal with It," and I'll describe more about that a little bit later on. But this morning, I just want to welcome you. Thank you for being here together, and as you are, if you're on our YouTube channel, feel free to hit subscribe to that so you get all of our updates there, or on Facebook. Feel free to connect there in the same way and like our page so that we can be able to just inform you of the different things that are going on. And just a privilege to be together. This morning we're starting a new thing. Jamie DeBeese is going to be our online host on our Facebook page and be able to comment on different things there going on. Feel free to comment, welcome each other as we typically do when we're on site here at church, and just say hey to each other and let each other know that you appreciate and care for each other still in the same way. As we continue on in this kind of fashion, we're not sure when we'll go back to being on site, but we're just praying about the direction that we end up going there, and be praying for us as well as we make these decisions. But as we do, we want to keep on staying connected and keep on caring for each other. And if you're struggling, we would encourage you to reach out and let us know how we can help you, whether it's emotionally or physically or spiritually. However we can help, we want to be here to help and to care for you appropriately. And so go to our website, milestonenj.org. And you can go on there and you can click the connect button and fill out that just short form and let us know how we can care for you and just get connected in that way. We've had a challenge going on the past month where we take different photos of things that are going on, and just a way for us to connect in a different way and have some fun. And so this past week, because it was Memorial Day, we had a patriotic challenge of taking pictures of flags or whatever it might be. And so this week, we had a lot of different people share their photos with us and appreciate that. So this week, it's the winner that has randomly been selected is the Morenick family. And so we thank you for what you've shared there. And there were some great pictures. And so we want to just bless you with a pizza dinner and just be able to reach out and say thanks for being engaged there. Feel free to keep posting different things and let us know what's going on in your life and stay connected the best that we can. Looking forward to having some small group interaction throughout this week and continuing to just get connected and stay together and continue to serve and follow God the best that we can during this time. And so as we continue this morning, we want to worship the Lord. And so Robert Butts is sharing a song with us this morning. And so would you just quiet your hearts and worship the Lord together this morning?
Declare the glory of God, and all of the world will join the praise, His wonders proclaim. The oceans and skies lift up their voice, and all He has made will rise to bless the King of all kings. Let us adore Him. Let us adore Him. Jesus Christ is the Lord. Eternity's King is coming again. Though all of the earth will fade away, His truth will remain. Let us adore Him. Let us adore Him. Jesus Christ is the Lord. Come and behold Jesus Christ is the Lord.
Well, good morning and welcome back. So glad that you're joining with me. And as I said, we're doing a new series here, which is wrapping up the Gospel of John. We've been going through the Gospel of John for several months, really, and highlighting several different things throughout this Gospel. And John is written by the best friend of Jesus, John, and shares with us the life of Jesus through his perspective. And it's been just a tremendous study as we're walking through this. And in this series, I want to focus in on this one little phrase, deal with it. Deal with it. I don't know about you, but a lot of people have been told just to deal with it, and sometimes you feel like you just have to deal with it. It's circumstances that get handed to you that you may or may not even want these circumstances handed to you, and you're just told or expected to just deal with it. In recent months, what we've dealt with is quarantine. We never had to do this before. And we've been told, hey, just go and be quarantined, stay in your house. And at first it was like, hey, this will be fun. I can't go out. I don't have to do anything. Just stay in the house and relax and have a good time. And that was great for about 24 hours. And then you got into day 3 and day 4, and you're like, well, what am I supposed to do? And it kept on going for weeks. And how do you deal with that? And for some, let's be honest, you've lost jobs. You've lost some serious income. You've lost a lot. Or some, it's your health that's changed significantly as a result of all of this. And it's, well, how do I deal with this? How do I deal with this? How do I deal with job loss? How do I deal with being quarantined? How do I deal with rejection? And how do I deal with hatred? Well, in the final chapters of the Gospel of John, Jesus gives cues for how to just deal with it. So I want to watch what Jesus did, and I want to listen to what he has for us, because it's in this that we find encouragement, we find directions that is certainly life-giving. This last week has been challenging for America. This last week, we were told about a week ago that about 100,000 people have died from the coronavirus. Who would have thought? This past week in New Jersey, businesses and churches have tried to reopen, and it's been discouraging. It's been hard. Some tried to reopen, and it's been very disappointing as to the outcome of that in many different ways. And then to top it all off, as if things weren't hard enough, a man is arrested, has 3 police officers on top of him holding him down. And for 8 minutes while they held him down, not responding to the pleas of I can't breathe, the man dies. This African-American man, it certainly brings a lot of tension and struggle. My reaction as I saw the video, I was confused. Why would you do that? I was angry. I was sad and upset. And I just grew silent. Frustrated with how things are going, frustrated with this. It's just another one of these, we'll say, crimes that I would lean in and say it looks very much like a hate crime. But I'm not the judge and jury, so I don't want to give my own opinion all the way through there, but I want to kind of pull back from that. Last night in Philadelphia, the amount of protests and rioting, looting that happened, and it's all over our country. This is not a small deal. How do we deal with it? Are we even programmed to deal with all of this? I would suggest that in this day, we are given so much from the television and media and on our phones, wherever. We're given so much information to be able to process in just a moment, to be able to just deal with. And how do we deal with all of this at one time? Just in 1 week's time, all of the things that have happened in our country and in our state. And you're kind of pushed into, which side are you on? And which side are you against? Some, they deal with it by ranting on Facebook, on one side or the other. Some protest. Some are silent. Some riot, some loot. But we all have to deal with it. And we all have to deal with hate. Today, I don't want to give you a side to pick that's in a political scheme or anything like that. I want to share with you what Jesus did with hate. Because it's in that we find some discernment that we can apply to our life.